that, we'll start with item number 29 on tonight's agenda. It's a resolution authorizing the director and city engineer to require Union Pacific Railroad Company.
Move approval.
That's been moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Ranky. And what
Is
we're
that
going to,
Greenfield Avenue down here?
Yeah.
do you care to expand just here on it, or
No, it's
anything you want
it's
to
just
say?
the first step to twist Union Pacific's arm to make
Going through
repairs.
3 years.
Yeah,
Now, do we just hit all of them or just certain ones?
the ones that are bad. I mean, at least the ones that we feel are bad. Of course, Union Pacific's got their own opinion.
Right.
The train rolls right through there just fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all they care about.
This is the one on
Forever
Greenfield
last
Avenue.
time.
Which one is this?
Kind
more than
of
one.
next to Pick and Save. And,
Yeah, no, this is the,
Over
this is the
there.
at-grade
That's the only
crossing.
one you got?
down by
How
Pickens.
about the
It
one
doesn't
on
even get any use.
Greenfield.
Well, we, on one in Greenfield, we had to patch it, right? We had to put, I thought there was another one right there.
No.
The one on Greenfield, oh, Mr. Chair.
Yep.
The one on Greenfield isn't, it's like a spurt, right?
Yeah.
It goes into the old Alice Chalmers site.
Any further discussion on item number 29? It's been moved by Alderman Weigel, second. Oh, Alderman Rowe, absolutely.
And what do you think your success rate is gonna be?
It's gonna, in all likelihood, take a while, but we will be successful, but it will take a lot of arm
It'll be
twisting
100%.
and in front of the railroad commissioner and all this
In
other
15 years.
garbage.
Define a while.
North.
Let's see, the last time we had some bad ones, along National,
Yeah,
off of
yeah,
National,
yeah.
By the bank,
it took
yeah.
over, took like a year,
Okay, thank you.
year and a half. And then the repairs that they did was basically just patched. They didn't even comply with the order from the Commissioner of Railroads, which was to put concrete, those concrete planks in there.
Yes, yes.
So we had to remind them, wait a minute, you didn't do it the right way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any further discussion? With that, it's been moved by Alderman Weigel, seconded by Alderman Ranky. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 30 on tonight's agenda is a resolution granting a privilege encroachment major to the new owner Beecher Investment LLC for the property located at 7519/33 West Beecher Street. Simple as that.
Yeah. New ownership, I think, is that bar.
Yeah. Move approval.
Flappers.
Moved by Alderman Weigel.
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Rote. Further discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Yeah, Alderman Weigel.
you may not know this, but that's not a new owner for the bar. The bar is still the same entity and all there. They're just changing the LLC or something for the purposes. Yeah.
As I
Yeah,
understand it.
yeah, that's what, yeah, so the bar is still gonna be all the same and all.
Yeah, the bar, the bar.
They're not doing any, and this isn't any changes.
Not to the building,
No,
no. They might have a longer happy hour, maybe.
no, they're not putting in like a deck or something. There's no room there anyway.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Number 31 on tonight's agenda is a resolution authorizing staff to petition the Public Service
Move for
Commission.
approval.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Ranky.
I would ask that you, the finance department asked me to make this effective, or ask that it be effective July 1st, since Milwaukee's rate case is in on effective June 1st. Again, this is this one's a pass-through type of thing. Milwaukee's already applied for the 3%, virtually automatic, and the resolution does not have a start date,
Oh, okay.
effective date in it.
So you want to amend the
Amend it.
resolution?
I'd like you to amend the resolution for July 1st is what they're asking me.
Move to amend.
There's a motion to amend. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Ranky. So the motion is to amend the resolution to be effective
July
July 1st. On the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried? Passes. So on the 31, it has been moved by Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Ranky, and I assume that's as amended.
Correct.
And so with that, we will vote on number 31 as amended. Been moved by Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Ranky. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 32 on tonight's agenda,
Move for
resolution.
approval.
Moved by Alderman
Second.
Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Weigel.
The same circumstances here,
Just wanna amend
July
this?
1st, if you could amend it, July 1st.
Okay.
Move to amend.
Motion by
July
Alderman Weigel
1st
to
start.
amend. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Chapletsky for the amend. Voting on the amendment only, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. With that, 32, the motion would be from Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Weigel, as amended. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
Question. question, Mr. Checker?
Absolutely.
Challenge, are we challenging this?
They'll be,
That's later on.
they'll be coming up in, two items here.
That's further down.
Yep.
Thank you.
Number 33, resolution authorizing the Director of Public Works, City Engineer to increase funding for the rain barrel program. The funding from the stormwater. Alderman Chaplowski seconded. Oh, that's a tie. Let's give it to Ranky. Further discussion on item number 33.
Well, the program has been amazingly successful, and Joe's very proud of it, as I hope everybody is. I mean, people are coming in for these rain barrels, and he can give you the details of how much stormwater that we've pulled out of the system already, and hopefully how happy MMSD will be with us.
You can determine that? You can determine how much less water?
They calculate it. It's a calculation, it's not a measurement.
Calculation by the number of barrels sold or something?
Capacity of each barrel.
Oh, give us just a,
It's about
30 seconds you get.
17,000 cubic feet retained.
How much, 17,000?
17,000 cubic feet water retained right now. We sold about 250. I didn't expect to sell 150 in the first year, but
Okay, so it's,
that's only after a month, so.
Will DNR accept that as part of our program?
Once we
As
get
a
into that
positive?
many, it becomes a percentage of properties that have them, so we could use it in a model.
Okay.
So
Question,
Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Chair?
oh,
I'm
Alderman,
sorry.
Alderman Rote was like, he was pulling on my jacket right here, so. Yep, go- Alderman Rote.
how big is 17,000 cubic feet, roughly? How big is our water tower?
2 million gallons.
Gallons per
Well,
cubic
there's
feet? Just about,
7.5 gallons in a cubic foot,
okay.
so
Pretty big.
you figure that out.
Bigger than a
Figure
bread.
that out, right?
I need a calculator, yeah.
Alderman Ranky.
I know we deliver them. Do we set them up for the people, or do they have to set it up themselves?
They set it up themselves, they come with a kit, it even has the drill bit to core into your downspout,
Oh.
just attaches right in. Haven't got any complaints, so,
Must be working.
other than they're not coming out there fast enough, because, MMSD didn't know we were gonna be ordering this many. In fact, they asked us to hold off a little while, cause they gotta regroup,
To get more barrels for us.
More barrels.
We're out of barrels,
they're out of barrels.
but we're not out of garbage containers. Just wanted to throw that in there. All right. Is there any further discussion on this item?
Is it easily done? I mean, is it easily put together?
It appears to be very easy, I haven't
Okay.
installed one myself, so,
And they're free?
No.
$20.
No,
$20. And a garbage can is 30, right?
Garbage can's 30.
30 bucks.
It's $20, but you have to sign an agreement to keep it in place for 5 years. So,
Do we check on that? We trust people. I mean, they've been coming in so much and so hard that 99.9% of these are gonna be in 5 years from
Yeah.
now.
People
I'll
doing
just-
the right thing.
Let you know that the aldermen of the district check on a regular basis to make sure they're attached, so just to let you know that that
Master
is
list
going
of
on.
addresses.
So,
I was very impressed. I stopped to see the engineers, and 3 people came in for them, and I thought, wow, that's really successful. And
yes, it's a bit overwhelming.
good job. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 34 is the resolution authorizing the Director of Public Works City Engineer to sign a memorandum of understanding with other Milwaukee Water Works wholesale customers for the purpose of paying for the city's share of fees associated with the cooperating of hiring
Second.
Short, Elliot Hendrickson, and other. It was moved by Alderman Chaplowski, seconded by Alderman Weidel. Further discussion?
Yes, if you remember 3 or 4 years ago, we went in with the other wholesale customers, about 9 of them in an area, to basically fight the rate increase that Milwaukee's proposing. Right now, for us, they're at 25 to 30%. If you want some hard numbers on that would be for us per year, about 600,000 to 720,000 per year, depending on what percentage, what range they get. We're not talking, we're talking about a lot of money. Our projected fair share with the other 9 wholesale customers is about $40,000 one-time hit. So I think that's a pretty good payback. Even if, let's say, we get only half of what we did. Last time it was about a 30% increase that Milwaukee was looking at. PSC settled for 9%. I mean, even if you're looking at half of that, you're still looking at least a $250,000 to $300,000 per year savings. Again, for a 40 grand one-time hit. I don't think we've got any choice. The other communities have jumped on this 100%.
All the other communities that were
Yeah,
there.
except Milwaukee County, and I'll be talking, or at least with them. At about last week, they had not come on board yet, but the other communities have. Milwaukee County's got a very small, it's not gonna impact anything, but it is the principle of the thing. Because whatever we get for wholesale rates, they're gonna get for wholesale rates. The PSC doesn't care who contests or anything.
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Roll?
and we should just expect this every 3 years.
Every 3-4 years.
We're gonna hire attorneys.
I would, yes. I mean, Milwaukee is not gonna continue to walk away from this, and we're gonna be facing the same stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it's only every 3 or 4 years. I believe, if I remember right, that they can go in for a full rate case every year if they want to, or after the year.
Mr. Chair? Alderman Weichel. This is, the lawyers as well as the increases all go to our ratepayers, not to our general tax fund, right? It's all through the water, it's all paid for with the water utility.
Yes.
So the citizens will be paying it on their water bill or your utility bill, not,
I mean, frankly, it comes out of the same checkbook.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have
still the
one.
people of West Dallas, the homeowners, residents.
But I don't think we have any choice. I mean, we just can't lay over backwards there and let them do what they wanna do without a fight.
Absolutely.
Who makes the ultimate decision then?
Wisconsin Public Service Commission.
Okay,
3 people,
3 people.
2 appointed by Scott Walker, 1 by,
Yeah, 3 appointed.
3
The
appointed,
last
yeah, 3
time.
appointed people.
The last time we fought it along with other communities, was that done previously?
No, actually, that was one of the, as I understand it, one of the very first times that the communities got together and really fought. In fact, it's throughout Wisconsin, this is last time was the most hotly contested water rate. There's been some fights with electrical rates, but water rate case in front of the PSC, which is one of the reasons why the PSC has backed off, and they're basically making Milwaukee do all the studies and all the reports that the PSC in the past has routinely done. They've kind of said, everyone kind of got burnt the last time, and the PSC's letting Milwaukee do all the heavy lifting this time.
We're gonna look at this data closely though.
As soon as we get it.
And again, this is the same water utility, if I'm not mistaken, where Milwaukee draws money out
They make money
to
on
go against their what's the word I'm looking for, budget. So, because they did have a surplus of money in there.
Yeah, they make
And then all of a sudden they said, well, since we have a surplus, well, let's take the money out, put it toward the tax base of City of Milwaukee, and increase the rate so we have more money. Basically.
Very good summary,
It's,
Alderman.
Are you telling
It's a
people
nice
they should-
little gig.
telling people they should move to Milwaukee? No.
No. Any further discussion on this item?
Would you say, it would be fair to say that, okay, this entity that we're fighting, basically for principal, would they be better educated this year? Because they know that we're gonna challenge it again?
They are much better educated than they were before. They've got
Yes.
nationwide consultants helping them this time.
I
They-
would assume that.
Frankly, they know, and I'm not saying anything that anybody who's involved in this doesn't know, that they got blindsided the last time. And they're doing their very best not to do it again.
And I think the comment, you said we're doing it for, what's the word you used for, that we might not have success. I think vice versa. I think we're doing this because we probably will have success.
Well, I'm looking
We're not
forward to
doing it
that,
just
but
out-
I'm
Not just out of
hoping that
principle.
we're
Principle.
put on
It's not just
notice
principle.
money.
to be prepared for this challenge.
We are. I mean, this is
Okay.
the first step. We've had preliminary hearings last week or the week before in front of PSC to get some of the ground rules and that, and it'll be, we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that what is Milwaukee's, and what is ours, and the two don't get blended like they were the last time.
Any further discussion? With that, it's been moved by Alderman Chaplesky, seconded by Alderman Weigel. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Last item on the agenda tonight for Public Works, resolution to approve the bid of Lalonde Contractors Incorporated for the removal and reconstruction of the concrete alley pavement, storm sewer relay, utility adjustments, storm
Move for
under.
approval.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Chaplesky, seconded by Alderman Ranky. Is there further discussion on item number 35? With that, been moved by Alderman Chaplesky, seconded by Alderman Ranky. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. That will conclude Public Works, and now we'll turn the meeting over to the Chairman of License and Health, Alderman Mickey Chaplesky.
What an intro.
I know. I love doing that.
Call meeting to order. First thing we have is number 36 is a joint referral. This is for outdoor extension of premises for the Walleye Saloon, 8824 West Beecher. Do you have any comments or motion or?
I'll move approval.
I'll second.
Mr. Chair?
Alderman Weigel.
You do have the, is there, like, again, I was in a conversation when the public hearing was held. Time limit on this? Is this when, I think we usually do these 10,
Till
11,
10.
or midnight? Was it
Yeah,
10?
that was on the thing, it
Yeah.
was 10 to
Till
10.
10.
10
10
PM?
to 10.
And what was the music restriction? Was there no amplified music allowed?
Well, see, that was the part that, you know, when they say, I forget how he worded it, but it was like discretion.
Well, and obviously,
I mean,
if it turns into a
everybody,
problem.
your discretion may
Yeah.
be different than my discretion, maybe to the neighbor's discretion, so that was the only problem that I saw with it, tell you the truth.
Special use if we,
You can
if
say
there's-
that.
what's that?
You can say that, but we've never taken away a special use. Very rarely.
I know,
Well, we gotta go through the same process.
but if it gets loud,
Someone's
Yeah,
point.
we
can.
can pull.
The, the part that I still don't totally understand is, how is the parking lot gonna be, first of all, enforced, that no longer can be used for parking? Is it gonna be blocked off? And is there anybody?
Mr. Stiebel here?
I don't know if John's here or not. I mean, you know, you can go in and say, well, yeah, I can't use it for parking anymore, and then next day there's cars parked there. Who's parking there?
Yeah, I think
You-
without a
you know-
complaint from the owner, we're not, or the actual owner of the property, we're not gonna,
And we're not getting the improvement that we want,
No.
which is that parking lot paved, or something done with it at least to make it more aesthetically pleasing than a mud pit. So we grant this, he gets all his wishes, the parking lot stays, looks really ugly. We get nothing technically in return as far as trying to clean up the area.
you know, we get an increase in taxable value? Probably not. Portion
I
of it.
don't get the, I don't understand why somebody wants to put in horseshoe pits with grass area and then,
Well, that's up to the
I know,
discretion,
that's like,
but now, this is your district
Right.
plan, and, that's a very good question with the parking lot, cause there are gonna be people parking there, and you can say, not my customers, and they could not be his customers. Who is to determine it? And the police
who's gonna
department can't
complain?
come there and give a ticket unless they get a request. So the whole, they can't park there is almost useless.
Mooch.
Yes.
And Mr.
it
Chair,
gets everything we want, we get
Alderman
nothing.
Weigel.
and I think the other thing that I kinda brought up is, I'm not a big fan of our parking requirements, you know, for every X number of square feet, we have to add another parking space. But I'm just picturing, I mean, that neighborhood isn't usually my mother lives up around the corner, that neighborhood isn't really that parked up that often, is it? I mean, I don't know, I don't drive by there at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, is it problematic with the other bars that are there, or
Mariah's has their own parking.
Mariah's, how old are you?
All right, who is it? Magoo's. Sorry. Magoo's. I should have said Salmon Sons.
Yeah.
That's all.
But, you know, like I said, we don't take outdoor dining areas into consideration, I don't think, for parking requirements typically. I don't think we ever have. And again, I don't think we're
No, we
taking in extra bathroom capacity too. If that was all enclosed, we'd have a rule about an extra men's room, probably an extra ladies' room, and all that stuff.
In past history, when somebody came in for one of these, development went after them, like, I can't tell you
No.
all the stuff that went on where you had to spend 20% ADA, you had to make other, you were up for then, screening.
Site landscape
Site
review.
landscaping, and now it's, here's my plan, yeah, they're in, we're putting these in like, without any much effort, like,
Ted, you got something to say?
Wow, I'm not sure that, Gary, I have to disagree.
I'm talking from experience.
Now, let's take parking. Yes, if you read in the special use, it will infer that, and I don't have it with me, I think for this one, 23 parking spaces are required for both the indoor and the outdoor area. There is a calculation that we apply. But in a special use, you may increase or even decrease the parking requirements.
That's what we're doing.
And 99% of the ones that
what we're
you've looked at of recent, you have taken we'll reduce it and allow it. As to landscape screening, we're still doing the same amount of requests to putting a fence around this. We're doing as much as we can. Maybe development is a little softer.
I would think so.
And they're two-step instead of a four-step. It's a two-step that they're doing with the people.
I think the other thing, Ted, is we go from where we used to have parking to now we have zero. So we're gonna take all the cars and throw them out on the street, and we're increasing the space, which to me is like, what? I don't get that.
If I may just-
Yeah, absolutely.
The council makes the decision on the parking. We bring to you and brought to you, here's a parking lot. They're using it for this building, and yes, there's a story that goes with it. The leasing arrangement, the older lady or whatever, but we're bringing to you, there's a parking lot. And it says either they use it and pave it, or they don't use it and appropriately mark it. Now, that's over in special use review there. But it's up to you guys, the council and ladies, to make that determination on how you want to manage it. But it's an unimproved parking lot. If they don't over there, or you don't, discuss that and make a decision, if your decision is to leave it as is, so be it.
Did they already discuss it and vote on it?
No, they're in.
I'd rather hold this until they're done. Personally, I wanna know what, because I know I had some comments with some of the other aldermen on that committee, and they had same concerns. I wanna see what they do before, why grant this if they turn it down?
Oh, it's a joint referral to all the way.
I'm gonna ask the city attorney this, we're the License and Health Committee. Is reviewing parking in our purview?
No.
No.
It's here for you to review the alcohol license.
Yes.
And after the last council meeting where we had the fiasco with the, safety and development granting a special use and you guys wanting to hold, I think,
yes, okay,
we have set it up now so that it comes to you guys first to make the recommendation on the liquor license, or, alert safety and development to something, and then they will grant the special use or not based on what you guys have said, if there are any liquor licenses. Because for most items, not this one in particular, but for most, you don't really even have a say in it. It's like for extending premises, that kind of stuff. If it's in a special use, it just all gets handled through the special use and safety development. But they would like to hear what you guys have to say about the alcohol stuff, because they never hear any of that. This one happens to be a joint referral, because you do have a say in the license.
Mr. Chairman, I'd rather have what they have to say about the parking lot issue.
You're
Because
singing another wrong.
Well, Mr. Chair,
Between the chairs.
what
and-
would rather have,
That's how they worked it out the last time among them.
I would vote, me personally, without knowing, I would vote no at this time, because none of those questions are answered, so I can't vote on that when I don't know what's gonna happen. So,
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Weigel.
I think it's up for us to talk about the liquor side of it. 10 o'clock, I'm okay with 10 o'clock.
Right, no problems.
I think we've had them, we've had this establishment, and once there was an issue, twice, well, the one lady who had some
Right.
problem figuring out where the truth lie, he got rid of her right away, I think he did the right thing there. You know, I wouldn't have a problem granting 10 p.m. I guess the question is about, you know, and if the owner understands if it turns into a loud nuisance, that we're gonna be on them, you know? And then as far as the parking, I don't think that's our job. You know, personally, you're right, I agree, you know?
Well, it is, as a council member.
It is as a council member, but I think as far as Lights and Health Committee goes, you know, I think they're probably sitting there waiting, wanna know if we think they're a trouble bar, and I don't think they are.
No.
No.
No, it has nothing to do with that, but I'm not gonna place my vote on it until I know how those other are answered. So if I have to vote now.
You can vote yes from the License and Health Committee, and then we can talk about it on the floor, and you can vote no on the floor as a
the other
general
side. I know
alderman,
I can,
correct?
but I won't.
I mean, we could
So,
do that,
I
right,
just-
Scott?
Okay, any further discussion on the licensing part of this? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
No.
So we have 4-1.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm voting no also. I was
Oh, you're voting
thinking
no?
about that since I was late showing up.
Somebody messed it up, so. Okay, you take it over, Ted?
3-2?
Are you gonna convey the nuance of our discussion here to them, correct?
Okay, we have nobody here that missed a meeting before, so.
Nope, I don't see anybody new.
Okay, so then we got, 46, this is 47, communications,
It's in here.
46, 47 communications, do I have motion to place on file?
So move.
Second.
My sheet.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Then we have 48, now this is,
It's in here.
this is the first one that she has this year, right? Yeah, first one. This is, your.
She's been quiet over there lately. I don't know if I've had a couple hearts with her. I'll move approval.
Is this, 60th?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
second.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, not, it has very much to do with how you vote, but if you do vote to approve, she currently owes taxes, so it wouldn't be granted until those are paid.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So the approval contingent upon getting all
Approval
costs.
is- well,
I mean, we have an ordinance that doesn't allow them to be issued, so you don't have to make it contingent.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just-
Yeah.
any further discussion?
Yeah,
All in-
yeah, quickly.
Yeah.
If they're on a payment plan and they're paying their thing, I don't know if she's, I
You're
have
saying
no
she's
clue.
in default of a plan or has no plan?
Yeah, has no plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, people who are current on their payments, we issue the licenses
Yeah,
to.
if you have a plan.
People who we haven't heard from and don't do anything.
We'll hear from her now.
Okay.
That'll be a good
Hold
thing.
off,
We'll
right?
hear from her now.
Very good.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Carries, okay. Number 49 is, for lynches for the, I think for the American Liver Foundation. Do I have a motion?
Yeah, how ironic.
I'll move approval.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, then let's take number 50, 51, these are two second dealers license, and 52.
Move approval, subject to, you know, the usual.
Necessary requirements.
Necessary requirements.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion on these? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't have any.
Anyone opposed?
All the ones when it was a problem.
Motion carries.
Staff kills
We have number 53, pawn license. We have 54, 55, 56.
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Weigl.
does 53 include license for 76th and Lincoln? Do you know by any chance?
No, it doesn't.
So their
No.
license, their
There's
renewal
only
just
one.
hasn't come in yet?
Has their
Pawn
application
America?
come in yet?
That's correct.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's not even on tonight's agenda.
Yeah,
Not on tonight's,
and we would like to have them called in.
Yeah.
but I have to look back at a past meeting and see if it came in previously.
Oh, it might
I
have
need to
been-
double check.
It might have been already approved previously.
Okay.
I'd have to check.
Tell check and Please
Yeah.
get to me, get back to me on that.
Still can bring them in.
Okay, so 53.
We can still
through
bring 'em in
56.
regardless.
Yeah,
Right.
true, you're right.
50 through 61? Or you're at 53?
No, I'm just going to
Don't get
53
carried
through
away.
56. Do I get a motion?
All right.
Move approval.
Second.
I wanna have this controllable here. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I should put this piece of paper here just to make it more difficult for me.
It's a conspiracy against
Get a rubber
Mickey.
stamp.
Yeah, rubber stamp.
Yeah, what I should do is fill it all in and say, okay, Alderman Barzak, you're.
You moved.
Okay, so we have 57 Class B, 58, 59, 60, and 61.
I move for approval, subject to necessary requirements.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. It's only gonna get worse, guys. It's only me. Okay, then we have number 62, 63. Yeah, let's just take 62 and 63, so.
Move approval.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we got, 64. This is for the special license.
Indoor music only, right? Cause we didn't grant them a live music license.
Right.
And I don't think we've had any problem.
We've had no
No, we have
problems
none.
whatsoever.
Move for approval, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. 65 and 66 are carnival license.
Move for approval,
Second.
subject to necessary requirements. Sorry about that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Then we have 67, 68, 67 and 68. Let's take those.
Move for approval, Mr. Chair.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We were waiting
Oh,
for Alderman
nice.
Haas to step up to the plate
Any,
there.
any
Oh,
further
I've been
discussion?
Seconding like crazy.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now, then we got 86 through 96. These are all police reports. And by the way, when earlier we had talked with the wall, you said one time in front of us?
Yeah.
You were correct, because we only had them in front of us one, but they have two police reports.
Oh.
That's why. So, these are all police reports to place on file.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Sorry, Alderman.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I think it hit every district here too.
Now, do you wanna leave 91 in there? Does it matter that one of those is mine?
Oh, yes it does.
You wanna pull 91 out separately?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, yeah, well, we will take
91.
91 out separately. Okay. Okay, split on 91. Okay. And I asked you on that too, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. And I said yes.
Yeah.
While you're writing, 97,
I thought they retracted that.
that's what I thought too.
They did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And they asked for their money back.
Okay, first of all, let's back up to 91. This is a police report from the Rowdy Bar.
Placed on file,
Rowdy Bar.
Mr. Chair.
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Or voting present?
Present. I'm paying attention.
Yes, and we have this, there's a letter that they're pulling back their application and they would like their money back for the original,
We don't do that,
and
correct?
it's up to us.
I don't think, do we have a reason to? I don't know.
Well,
Usually when someone withdraws an application, and this is on a beer license, I would lean towards refunding the money, the fee.
especially, I think because of the whole case, and if they heard about our discussions from last time,
Oh, Mr. Chair?
all the way.
And I guess part of it is like, I don't know how it was described at the counter when they came in and applied for it. Did staff understand they thought that they wanted to let people bring beer in and there was no license for that? You know, so I don't have a problem giving it back, you know.
So, the motion is gonna place this on file. We don't need a vote on that, do we? Or is it consensus or to return the money?
Do you want it amended? Do you,
No, it would just be placing the application on file due
Right.
to the withdrawal of the application, and then the refund fee request, I can handle administratively.
Okay, so do I have a motion on this one?
so moved.
Second,
Any further discussion?
how much was it?
$100.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, $100. And, let's see, then we have,
Oh, and 98, move approval.
okay,
Second.
okay, now this is,
And I'll go into what the issue was if I could.
okay, go ahead.
Okay. Originally, the map that was along with the application, that was actually filled out by not the license holder, showed, this is for,
Yeah.
Right.
This is for
à la carte, à la carte. Showed the beverage service on private property, and
Right.
our law wouldn't allow that. That was never the intent. The map was drawn wrong. The intent was that they're gonna be in a city street, the streets will be closed off, and on the sidewalk, but all this is gonna happen in the city right away, so. And then there was also a question about, is this technically two different locations? Well, you could've, you could've said it was two different locations, or two different applications would be required, because one was on city property and one was on the BMO Harris Bank property. But it's all on city property. And we still have this contiguous property rule with the funny shaped application zones. We haven't changed that yet. So strictly speaking, this is really just one location with a funny, or one, like one licensed area with a funny shape. So I think and he's given the money back, I think most of the money goes to the Christmas parade, if I understand
All of
correctly.
it does.
Yeah, the money goes to, so,
Even the tips.
yeah, so the idea that we even charge them two applications, I wouldn't have a problem. I move approval, and I would also suggest that we give back half this application fee, whatever it is.
Okay, first of all, it's stamped place on file, is that from before, or,
That should not be placed on file.
okay,
Somebody got carried away with their
okay.
stamp.
That's a problem with the stamp, you get carried away.
Yeah.
Okay, so the motion is to approve as amended, right?
Yes. Did they
And I
come in and change the
second it.
map? They said they were gonna come in and change the
They
map.
did,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, you second it. Okay, so any further discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Present.
Oh, that's right. And
Are you bartending that day?
Yeah.
It's not really bartending, it's just pouring beer. but-
You are 100% correct.
so,
Yeah, that's the one that's in my skill set. Just pouring beer.
okay, I believe that is it. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All right.
And
We are
start-
adjourned.